right, guys, we're back with Damaris as our model. Today we're going to go over the measurements for the girth measurements in the Transformation Challenge. Just some things to think about whenever you guys are taking your measurements. So I've got her. She's ready to go. She just did her weight measurements. We got her age. We took some pictures. We did some body fat pinches, and then now we're on to the girth measurements. In the past, we used to do things such as the neck measurement, the forearm, and the calf, but we took those measurements out for a couple reasons. One, it'll save you a lot of time whenever you're taking them, and two, we just didn't really see that big of a change when it comes to before and after in changes in their girth measurements. So the first thing, and I'm just going to go down this list here. The first thing is her chest measurement. So for guys, just have them keep the shirt off. They already have it off from doing the body fat. Girls, they're already in their sports bra, and we're just going to go for the guys. You're just going to use that nipple line and just use that as a landmark. All right, so whenever taking measurements, the way I like to have them is I'll have them turn. So I'm going to have Damaris turn, and she's going to raise her hands up. And I'll make sure that I have the right side of the measurements. And I'll ask her to help me put that across her nipple line, and then I'll hold it, and she'll just relax those arms. And I'll come in the back here and just pull nice and tight. And I'll record that measurement. It's important to record it to the nearest quarter of an inch. So, I think anything less than that, you're just splitting hairs. I think half an inch or a quarter of an inch is a great increment that we can measure to. So on the chest, on the waist, a lot of people are going to ask you how come you're doing it this way. And again, we're just using the belly button as a landmark to always go back to. There's different, arguments of people saying where your true waist is. Some people say it's where you wear your pants. Some people say it's the bottom of your elbow. Some people would say it's the smallest part. But regardless of which one you want to use, I think that always using the belly button as a landmark is a great way. It's a great indicator. You know that it's universal, and you can always go back to it. So she is just going to have to hold her shirt up just like so. And again, drape this across, and she can direct that for you. You want to come around and take the measurements just like so. Okay. Now from there, the next one's going to be her hips. Hips are really measuring their butt. So make sure that their feet are together on this one. Yep, because if not, if she's standing really wide, that's going to interfere with how wide her hip measurement will be. So feet together, and I'm going to measure this from the side. And just like so. One thing about this one, because you're on the side, make sure that it's not high on this side and low on that one. That'll definitely alter the measurement. So you want to make sure that this tape is nice and parallel to the floor when it comes to measuring. All right, and then from here, the thigh, it'll be the same place that you guys did the pinches, so it might still be red, but if it's not, we'll remeasure it right there in the middle, find what it is, flip that tape around, come around and measure. Now, you gotta be really careful when measuring the thigh on this one, because right now it's showing 22 1/4. If I go up just an inch, or not even an inch probably, it's already changing things by a full inch. So yeah, just the circumference. And if I drop down too low, that's almost a 2-inch change. So you got to make sure that it's exactly where you want it to be. It's exactly midline, and whenever you're taking your measurements. And then finally, we've got the arm. We're going to use the right arm, right thigh. On the arm, I like to measure it to where you have them hold out to the side here, and then you just put this on your shoulder, and you're just going to find the largest part of her arm right there in the middle, and it's relaxed just like so. Okay, I find this method better because if you come from here and measure like this, then you can see how her tricep will get pressed out, and that changes the girth of her arm. It's not as consistent, okay? So that way it's free hanging like that. You know that there's not interfering with her lats pressing out and making that measurement, you know, bigger than what it normally should be. All right, so chest, waist, thighs, and arm. Whenever I'm doing the measurements, it's right after the body fat. So I've done body fat pinch here, and then down I pinch her thigh, and then from there I go ahead and take her thigh measurement, and then I work my way up. So I'll go thigh, hip, waist, chest, and then arm. So that's the way it reads. And then you just want to add in your total inches and then do the same thing on the after. That's it, guys. Hope this video was helpful, and we'll see you soon.